The Brooks and Zach 100 Years Podcast. I'm Brooks.
Alright, so we're ready to try the Switch?
Oh, yeah. That's Zach over there. That's Liam over there.
Yeah.
We do not have Josh today. The reason being he couldn't make it. We're kind of beyond the story at this point, so there's no, elaborate reason for him to have died.
He's dead.
He's...
Just like IRL.
Yeah, he just died.
He fell.
We spent the last, day just crying.
Oh, maybe you guys.
Yeah, you might have.
I was playing the Switch.
All right.
Furiously masturbating.
Just go ahead and stick your tongue out, and I'll just give a little.
Okay,
All right, no,
context.
first, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
context,
you can't
yeah.
just throw that out there. You have to establish it.
Oh, I guess I do. A little
So, the story is that Zach has been wanting to get a Switch for since it came out. Yeah, about a month.
no,
And you were supposed to get it the day after it came out, and just every day since you've just been
bit. Yeah, no,
trying
because what happened
so
was
hard.
it came out, and up until then, I was like, you know what? I don't really need it. It's just another console. I don't care. And then I went over to Bowen's house and played it for a little bit. And went, yeah, okay, I want this.
I need it.
It was interesting.
It started out as how a guy first tries heroin. You're like, no problem, I'll just do heroin once. I don't need to do it again. But then, little did that guy who tried heroin know, oh fuck, I need that. I need that.
It was
And
interesting.
before you know it, you're sucking a guy off because he gives you tips on how to get the Switch.
It was interesting for me to see it because I saw you immediately after you had played it at Bowen's house. So I saw you at a normal level of wanting a video game console of being yeah, this is fun. I'll just I think I'll pick it up. And then I saw you progress, from
Devolve.
Yeah, devolve is a better word. To trying to go to different stores right as they open to try to get a Switch and being unsuccessful. And I think the peak of it was when I was at work. I work at a retail store that was selling Switches, and we had one, and I found out about it, so I emailed you while you were at work.
Yeah, I was 5 minutes of. Did I ever tell you the story, Liam?
Maybe.
All right, let me tell you from my perspective because we'll switch to your perspective when we get to the retail store.
Right.
So what happened was it's 5 minutes until we close, but there's still that extra 15 minutes you have to stay there to wrap up doing your work.
Of course.
Yeah, but as soon as we closed, I looked at my boss and was like, "Hey, I need to get a gift for my brother. You mind if some bullshit excuse?" And he's like,
Do you mind if I bullshit some mistakes?
and he's just like, yeah, go on. It's fine. We got it here. And he really didn't want me to go, but I was like, I gotta get that Switch, dude. All right, I'll see you next time.
Just dusting off my PS4 over there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was really bothering.
Continue.
It was just so easy to get off. You know what I mean? One of those things.
Like Liam.
No, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
It's like sandpaper down there at this point. 10 years of just straight masturbation all the time.
tug burn. I
Tug
get it.
burn. Just permanent tug burn.
We'll get to that later. But no, so
Alright.
since Brooks said his discount only works if I give him cash, I was like, no problem. I'll just go to the ATM, get $300, easy peasy. I'm just gonna start driving, and I drive, and I am about 30 seconds from parking, and that's when I get a text from Brooks that says, or it was in the email, but I didn't see the email in time.
Yeah, I sent you the email earlier, but
Yeah.
you
I already
were gone
left.
by then.
But I got a text that said, Zach, we don't have any Switches left. And I sent him a text that said, Brooks, I don't care. You better have a Switch, or it's your problem.
So, from my perspective, what happened was we had one behind the counter in electronics, and I didn't know it was there. I thought we were all out. So when I saw that it was there, it was covered up so that people had to ask for it. I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit, I have to let Zach know. He has to get here. And so I told him, and he's just if there wasn't an old dude who was a coworker who was standing right there, who definitely would have bitched at me if I had hidden it, I would have hidden it for you, Zach.
I believe you, Brooks.
Yeah.
But you didn't hide.
But, I had to go off and do something, and when I came back,
Stolen it.
I had to go off and do something, and then when I came back, it was, they were in the middle of selling it to some guy.
Sucks.
Yeah. It was funny, because it was otherwise it was the perfect opportunity for me to get it to Zach, because I was covering electronics for my boss, who was a dickhead, and took an hour-long lunch instead of a 30-minute-long one. So I had, other than that old dude there, I had, the whole thing to myself. If he wasn't there, I could have very easily arranged it to, be yeah, we don't have it. You'll have to come back another time until you got there.
I would have loved that.
Yeah. But and then I
So what happened from your perspective when I
received
approached you?
I received the text saying that it was now my problem. I repeated to you that I tried my best, but we don't have any. And if you come into the store, I'll have to tell you to your face, we don't have any Switches left. And then you said some interesting things. I don't quite remember the exact wording.
It's all red, Brooks.
It was, but it made me very worried for my safety. And then the way that we're set up is that there's like a long, like, distance of walking from where a long hallway thing from where electronics is to where the entrance is. So I see this man, this finely dressed boy, come in, walking very determinedly straight towards me. And I see it's Zach in like a little vest and a blue
his little cute work boy vest.
His little cute work boy vest and his and like a bright blue like dress shirt and like pants and stuff. And he's walking at me and I'm like, jeez. Oh man. And the best part was right as you got towards me and like right as you were about to say something, another customer asked me to help them with something, and I'm like, okay, I will get right with you, sir. And I walked off, and he was just standing there waiting for me to get back.
And Brooks came back, and I just thought, Brooks, here's $300. Don't let this happen again.
He actually gave me $300 in cash.
I remember.
Then I left.
And then he left.
Rage. Anyway, so that brings us to... I have the Switch now. I got some games.
You murdered the guy who bought it.
I actually brought these as a joke, but now, since we're doing this, we're fucking chasers.
Okay, well, they could be chasers after the Switch.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Please don't have chocolate on your tongue when you lick the Switch. I trust that you can cleanse that palate. Dr. Pepper. That's real, Alright.
Okay, so everyone, the situation right now is that the Switch cartridges, which are what you put the game on, they have sort of famously been said to be awful tasting.
Yeah.
Because that way that kids don't eat it.
Pop them in their mouth.
Yeah. So they taste awful, and people have just been putting them in their mouths to see how awful they are.
Just for the video YouTube comedy of it.
So now that Zach owns a Switch and has a Switch game right here with us, he's going to make us taste it live on the show.
Did you do it, Zach?
Yeah, I've done it before. I'll do it again for you.
Right.
A little... Yeah, how's that? I'm gonna keep that face straight. Ooh,
it's that bad.
It's bad. So Liam has brought chasers, aka little bits of candy bars.
For me, it's not so bad that you need a chaser. It's bad enough for you to go, it's not so... Yeah, I wouldn't put this in my mouth a second time if I was a baby boy.
Okay. All right. Liam's up first.
We're going down in the circle.
All right.
My only request is that you don't lick where the fine art is and where that actual important part.
Right, just on the side.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Just pop it in my mouth like a potato chip.
All right. Let's see this. This is my turn.
Go ahead. Oh, get that, boy. Get that.
Zach, I think your description of it was very accurate. Like, not bad enough to need a chaser, but bad enough to notice it.
Right. Go and lick the top part of it.
But I still want a candy bar.
So looks like the other side.
All right, since you guys just did the tip of your tongue like little pusses, I'm gonna try to get the whole palate going.
Oh no! All right, go ahead. I'm
gonna try to get the whole palate.
All right. Oh, Liam, you just did it straight down that center. Oh, you not feeling?
There it is.
There
it was delayed.
And like you wouldn't go back a second time.
Liam, you don't have to prove it to me.
Oh, lamb. Little lamb.
You've just popped the whole thing in your mouth.
I will.
Don't.
You want me to eat this cartridge?
No, I want to play it, is what I want.
I'm not tasting much.
It's an actual game.
It also did have, like, Dr. Pepper and chocolate. I'm not sure if that's...
It just tastes like...
Tastes like you lick a battery.
Yeah, like, as a kid, you get, like,
But like a nasty battery.
Yeah, like, you get some...
Like an expired battery.
You get some shitty toy from Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. And, like, you're a kid, so you put it in your mouth, and it's like that cheap plastic taste. You know what I mean?
How many times did you put a cheap plastic toy in your mouth?
A fucking lot.
How many times have you been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Because my parents were... Well, the Chuck E. Cheese equivalent in Westminster, no one
Fun
knows
quarters?
what the fuck it's called.
Fun quarters.
No, Players. Larry Sheets Players.
Oh. I thought it was called Fun
Yeah.
Quarters. No, wait, I'm
For a
thinking of
second,
Ellsberg.
you were saying that. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? but
no-
yeah, I know everyone knows
Yeah.
Players.
Yeah, in Westminster, not the universe. And apparently we have, like, listeners now, so I guess we gotta relate to them at least a little
Yeah,
bit.
we gotta relate to you listeners on a level of nostalgia or fucking whatever. I don't know. So Players, yeah, that's a thing that exists.
I worked there.
You work there?
Oh my god,
looked
I
like you
used to. It was so bad, dude.
Yeah,
Wow,
how bad was
It's
it?
like the...
Granted,
It was this bad. No,
people love it when you eat on a podcast.
no, of course.
But we're kind of already guilty of it with that rice ball episode.
That's one of our most popular episodes, too.
Make
Yeah,
another rice ball?
yeah,
Yeah.
those rice balls were
Yeah,
good.
I will.
Put some of that pickled ginger in there.
Yeah, put a little more flavor on it, and those would be like fantastic.
I was saying it as a joke. Brooks was sincere. He's like, yeah,
No,
this is
I
I
am-
was like, you know, if that actually tastes like something, it'd be good.
You know, if you put some fucking effort into your cooking,
If you could just cram a Switch cartridge into that.
just
Surprise!
not even that, just like have like a pile of rice and a bunch of Switch cartridges mixed together in a bowl.
Chopped up.
Yeah.
These rice balls are $40 each. Yeah, but I worked at Players. That was my first job when I was 15 to 16. I only worked there for about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah?
It was heinous. Like, I hated it. One of the worst memories I have is, I think I've told you guys about this personally, but never on the show. It was within my first month of working. You guys know how it is. There's like little parties and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was kind of sexist in a way where guys weren't allowed to lead parties.
What do you mean?
Because the boss lady thought we weren't approachable enough that we could lead parties. When you go to Chuck E. Cheese or Players or whatever, some kind of arcade-esque thing like that, you have your party, you have your pizza, whatever, your kids, the little thing, and there's always a worker in there. Just make sure everything's all right, lead the kids to which activity they were at next. But, and this was about 5-6 years ago, so it might have changed since. I haven't been there since. But at the time, Players would not let men lead the parties. It was not okay. The general manager in charge of everything, or I don't know if she was technically a general manager, but the woman I answered to didn't think men were approachable enough. And that wasn't like the men working, but just men in general.
Well, did you wear a bikini?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the
Okay, so, Liam, the thing about that, you're saying this, but my only example of Players and male employee who would have to go under the test of being approachable is you. So
All right. Okay.
Oh, shit.
But the guys'
just
jobs, the guys that work there, our jobs was basically referee at laser tag, fix the machines if something happened to them. Nothing like crazy, but like if it ran out of tickets, if something got caught, something stupid like that.
Fix the go-karts, clean the shit out of the ball pit.
Exactly. And the worst memory I have is just kind of sitting there with like a big thing of tickets in my hand, looking around, making sure everything was going cool, just chilling, chillaxing, having a normal day at work. And a girl that was leading a party who was my age came up to me. Her name was Ariana.
Ariana Grande?
No.
Oh.
Let's just say Ariana Grande for the sake of the story.
Okay, so Ariana Grande comes up to me.
I know an Ariana.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
It's for the sake of anonymity.
Anyway, Ariana approaches me.
Grande.
Yes. And she says, this little girl's freaking out about something. Let's see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And this little girl that was freaking out about something, she said she found, like, between her and Ariana talking to me, I figured out there was something going on in the jungle gym slide area. There was something in there that needed to be cleaned up. And I was like, all right, whatever. They gave me some paper towels, and I went up there.
Kid shit himself?
No.
Okay.
Kid pissed herself.
Okay.
Some kid, straight up. And the part that it happened in, which really pisses me off to this day.
Haha, but I'm not putting in that sound effect. That is the one that's going in.
But there was these two tubes, like for those of you listening that don't know what I'm talking about, it's like the McDonald's Playhouse, where it's a bunch of colored tubes and slides and
Yeah.
nets and whatever.
And kids are always pissing and
kids are
shitting in
always
there.
pissing in it.
I've got a story about that. Anyway.
But it
We'll go to
was
that
one of the
after.
higher points, but one of the tubes came down in a U shape.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was in the bottom of the U.
It came down in a U shape, and a kid
no.
pissed in the U shape. So this little girl leads me up there, and I'm with it. And at this point, I know it's piss, so I'm just like prepping myself to clean up child's piss. And this is not going to be fun. And then, as this girl shows me, I think she's just going to because the tube's big enough. I thought she was going to crawl under my arm and go back the way she came. No. The little girl crawls through the human urine on her hands and knees, through it, just splashing around, having a good time, and then goes down the slide. And
What?
it took me like a good minute to process what just happened before I cleaned
The
it up.
horror that happened to you. It's like the opening of Apocalypse Now, and you're just like, yeah, and then like the music comes in,
This
and you're
little-
just staring off into
This
space.
little fucking girl who knew pee-pee was a bad thing, that came down to us telling us, like, this needs to be cleaned up, decided to just fucking bathe in it.
How old was this kid?
I want to say about 5, maybe? 5, 6?
So, what I imagine...
She could talk. She could walk.
At that point, it's like a conscious decision.
She wasn't wearing like a diaper or anything.
she
She was just
wait-
like, you know what? Instead of going past this dude, I'll take the piss.
little-
I'll take the piss.
Her little baby brain weighed the pros and cons of crawling through piss and decided that, fuck it, it's worth it.
I like to imagine that how it happened was there's I picture now Liam just in the
Just-
the tubes, and he looks at that and goes, "That's piss. I guess I gotta clean it up." And you reach behind you, and as you're reaching behind you, you turn and look as she's going forward, and that's when O Fortuna starts playing.
Pretty much. Except the only difference was I had the paper towels in my hand the whole time,
Okay.
and my fat ass is crawling through the pipes. And pretty much.
What was that noise?
Just like-
But at the same time, the pipes were big enough for this little girl to just like. And I think there was like a way out or something. There was a different way she could go where
Maybe
she didn't have to go through piss.
Maybe she just really wanted to go down the slide.
Maybe she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I
You know what? That girl is a free spirit. A disgusting, horrible free spirit, but a free spirit nonetheless.
Another time I made a kid cry. And this okay, I'm going to tell 2 stories. First one, before that I made a kid cry, I stopped a kid from crying because his friends were mean to him and knocked him over, and I gave him a shit ton of free tickets, and I was like, bro, you gonna get yourself a teddy bear. And he's like, what up, homie? And then he gave me a high five.
Maybe when he crawled through some piss.
Then he crawled through some piss. But the time I made a girl cry, she was like 12. Like, this was not a little girl.
Like, yeah.
This was you going...
This was like 1 year away from being a teenager.
Yeah. And they were playing laser tag, and this little bitch...
Oh, okay, alright.
No, keep going.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, this little bitch, she's a bitch. You know, in the laser tag, it's an actual laser that comes out.
Yeah.
And you hit it, and then boop, 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 you fucking hit. Every time she would walk past the referee entrance area, she would try to shoot me in the eyes with it.
Aw,
But
fuck
guess
that
what?
girl.
I had a penalty gun. Like, 2 little modes you could do. One, you shoot a kid, and it was like them getting hit with another laser, and their vest went off, and it would restart within seconds.
Okay.
The other one was like a penalty laser. And you would hit the kid, and you could like disqualify them from the game, or keep them out for like a minute or 2, something like that. But it was like a big deal. This girl kept doing it, and like, I tried to be cool. Like, the first few times she did it, I made her watch me shoot her. And then I would say, don't do that again. And then she would do it again. So then I penalized her ass, and she couldn't play for the rest of the game. And she sobbed.
Good.
One of the greatest
It's like she
things...
was Syria, and you were America.
Oh!
womp, womp.
I thought-
Da, 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 da.
One of the greatest things about this penalty gun was on my first day of working there.
Mhm.
My boss was showing me like the ropes of the place, and I was 16 at the time. And he's showing me what to do when I'm watching over the kids do laser tag, make sure they don't run. Games are only so-and-so minutes. After the game ends, you print out the sheet, blah, 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 shit like that.
Mhm.
And while the game's going on, he pulls out the penalty gun and he says, this thing's real fun. It's the penalty gun. If the kid's acting up, you shoot them with this. You can either just buzz their thing or knock them out of the game. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll do that when someone's being a D-bag. But he was like, it's really funny doing this. And he just kind of pokes his head through the doorway into like the black light zone while kids are running away and running around. And he just starts shooting random kids that aren't around anyone else. So when the kid would get hit, they would like lose their mind. They had no idea what was happening. There was no one around them.
They just start spinning around, looking for...
Yes. The first thing they would do was spin around. And if they were next to a teammate, those kids would fight. Like why would you buzz me? It doesn't even work like that. It was funny. It was great watching these kids murder each other.
It's like Lord of the Flies. It's like your own personal Lord of the Flies that you're the god of.
Once again, I'm 16, so I'm an asshole. Like, every kid that worked there was an asshole. We're teenagers, we're in high school, we hate these children. The dude that showed me that was a manager who was like 30, 40 years old. He was a grown-ass man that would just sit there and just be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Better yet, this guy got fired about 2-3 weeks into me working there for sexual harassment towards a 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Who knew that the guy who liked to just fucking mess with kids while they're playing a game turned out to be a scumbag?
Mess with a kid. So.
This dude...
That's a sad but
Yeah, this dude was really shitty. Like, for no reason, one day, he made me and... I think his name was Tyrese. Me and this other dude, Tyrese.
Regular Caucasian.
He,
that look from Liam.
He made us, because there's batting cages there. He made us clean the batting cages. And we were like, alright, cool, whatever. So we swept them, washed it up a little bit. And after we was like, no, it's not clean enough. This motherfucker made us take WD-40 and a rag and just wipe the floor that was coated with grime for the past 20 years until it was a different color. Like, it was black. It was black, and we had to wipe it up until it was, like, a nice gray. So we were just... And it was just paper towel after paper towel of grime and grease, and it was disgusting.
Why did he make you do that?
Because he's a dick.
Oh, okay. Why are you wearing your hat now?
Because the sun was coming in and it was blinding me. So this is blocking the sun.
Because you look kind of, like, seeing...
A fucking retard.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah.
All right.
I would use that
A bleep, 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 bleep.
No. I like how... What was that? Last week when Yaskovic was like, yeah, I'm not saying retard is an offensive thing, like, but saying retard is...
But it's super offensive.
That's like...
You either don't care that you're saying retard, or you don't say retard.
Or you're an asshole, and you're, like, actually trying to be a douchebag.
I'll take that one for 500.
Well, that's Zach and the sun. I don't like the sun. I think it needs to go away forever.
I mean, that...
It's not even like the sun. The sun's bouncing off the reflective whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Brooks, your house is the problem here.
My house
your
is
home
the
is, not
my
your
home
house.
is the problem. We told that story, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure we did. Oh yeah, because I did.
I think I had another player story and then I forgot. I kicked a kid out of the bounce house once because he was being a dick.
Did you, like, physically kick?
No, the kids would, like, try you and stuff and try to be like, oh, you can't tell me what to do, you're not my parent. But the second you were like, you're not allowed in that bounce house anymore, get out, they would get out. Huh. And then they would just sit there and cry and you'd be like, well, you brought this upon yourself. Sit in your misery.
This is what adulthood feels like. You see the bouncy house, but you can't get on it.
I remember there was this one time a bumper cars thing was going on. And a little kid comes up and he's like, hey, I want to go on the bumper cars. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bud, you can't right now. There's a party on there. They still got a couple more minutes. He's like, okay. And he runs away. And this kid's mom comes up. He's like, well, let my son be on the bumper cars. I'm like, first off, they're running right now. So if you want to send your kid out there to try to hop on one of those bumper cars, fucking go for it. Like, that little motherfucker's going to get hit. But, like, the mom was just being a big bitch. And then while she's yelling at me, I turned to the kid. I'm like, hey, man, I'll let you on in about 5 minutes. And he just goes, okay, and runs away. And she's like, that's unacceptable. And I was like, apparently it's perfectly acceptable. Your kid is so cool with it. He's on the slide right now. Like, he's down.
Your kid must be getting it from your dad side. Because you're just a cunt.
Because you're the worst.
You're just the worst, man. I hate customers who are just like, they probably never worked a day of retail.
Yeah.
So they just don't understand how...
There's that wall of, like, just a distinct lack of understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see it as strictly a service industry.
Fun fact. No, you'd say your Snapchat. Say your Snapchat story first before you forget.
Okay, all right. So Liam, you remember what my Snapchat that I sent you this morning was?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. Would you like to describe it for the class?
Yes, sure, I would. All right, so I opened a snappity chat from my boy Brooks while
In church.
that doesn't matter. That's another story. But yeah, and it just says when you're depressed and you're trying to eat healthier, and it's just a little sad baby boy Brooks
with a nice white egg and
with an egg in his hand. I'm thinking he's gonna take a bite into a hard-boiled egg.
Yes.
Nope. It was a raw egg. He just cracked through the shell and had raw egg pour down his face, and he was so unfazed, just chewing on the shell of the egg, and it was just so gross.
And then Zach, where were
so
you when
funny.
this snap happened?
I was at work at my bank, and I'm not allowed to have my phone at my bank, but if you're sneaky about it, you can. So I
like any job.
Yeah. So I have like my bank in my phone in a little like cubby kind of hole, and so like I would occasionally just put my hand in there, just maybe text like very one-word responses to people. Mm-hmm. But I see I got a Snapchat from Brooks, so I would tap it. It's loading. I finish up with a customer, tap it again, and then I'm just like, all right, and then the second he bit into the egg, I'm just like, oh. Like, I couldn't, like, laugh regularly, so I just had to exhale in odd increments, just like, and like, Zach, are you alright? I'm like, I don't know at this point. Probably. I think I'm good.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah. So now, Liam, I'll tell you what I told Zach when he got here. Do you want to know how many takes it took me to get that right?
Yes, of course I do.
How many do you think it took? It's like, realistically, how many times do you think he would have bitten it into an egg before he went, this is probably the final take?
Before he wasted eggs, and he felt bad about it? I'm going to say 3. I want to say it was 3 takes.
It was 5.
You wasted 5 eggs?
Okay, let me get to that. That was the 5th egg. The egg you see me bite into, that was the 5th egg I had bitten into. You can't see it because it's out of frame, but there's a bowl of broken eggs and spit up eggshells like below me. But the thing was, when I was at work, when I was leaving for like after work, I just like bought a thing of eggs because I did feel bad. I did feel bad for wasting the eggs. So, like, I came in, like, because, like, none of my family is, like, I didn't send a Snapchat to any of them, so I came in with just a bunch of eggs.
They wouldn't even laugh. They'd be like, what the hell are you doing in my house?
They're just like, hey, why did you get eggs? I'm like, well, I wasted some eggs when I did a goof this morning for Snapchat, and I showed them the goof, and they appreciated it and forgave me for my egg discretions.
I was about to say that.
Discretions.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Did it, guys? I cracked that code.
But that was a double joke. Yeah, because you crack an egg.
Fuck.
Fuck me.
I'm probably allowed to say, like, they make a whole big fuss about what we are and aren't allowed to say about the bank. But since I've never mentioned what bank it is or where it is, I imagine I'm fine with it. We ran out of money.
What?
Okay, alright. Before you go further, audience, we don't know if you understand that this is the exact opposite of what a bank was built to do. It was literally built to have money inside of it.
We didn't have it.
Just nothing. No paper. Nothing.
Well, we had about, of course, like the 1s and the 5s, but anything above a 10, we were out of it.
What?
Because I still don't fully understand like how bank shipments work or anything like that. But apparently, like once a week, we get like a shipment of all the money in. Turns out this week, everybody was getting cuckoo crazy and just like, I need to take all of my money right now. And so you got people who are like, I need like $5,000, and I'm like,
they're trying to get that switch.
Yeah. But I'm like, hey, no, so what we had to do is we had to lie to everybody, because you can't just say, we're out of money, because everyone's like, what the fuck, you're a bank, well, you gotta have money, check the back. I'm like, it's empty.
Check the back for your money. Like, I already did.
Yeah, but again,
I think I know.
That ties back into people who don't know what retail is. So our boss was just like, just tell them that we are locked out of the vault. They'll think that we have a big old vault with a giant switchy thing on it that has all the money back in there.
But you don't. You don't.
It is pretty much a drawer with like several intricate locks on it that has a sizable amount.
That you can get through with a with a knife and a toothbrush.
Try. I don't know.
I mean, if you're really good at it, if you really spect in lockpicking for some reason, then you can probably do it.
Apparently, when my brother was in the military, they trained him in lockpicking. So if there's ever like a bank robbery in an area he's in, he's like number one suspect. And they'll like contact him like, "Did you fucking do this?"
No. I wanted to.
Or, like, I don't know the exact way it is, but something like that. Like he's registered with the military as like a fucking lockpick.
I don't believe you.
All right.
When he joined,
I just want to put that to the test somehow. I don't know how to put that to the test. I don't want your brother near me. Just because I've heard the stories about him. And
I agree.
We can edit that out. In case he listens to it.
Does he?
I don't know.
He could. No, I think it'd be funny.
Liam, come back.
Liam, the thing is, it's not my family. I was not involved in that conversation at all. So, like, I'm the one editing. So, staying in, boy. But I just imagine
as long as Brooks doesn't get in trouble, it stays in.
Yeah.
At that time, Brooks.
That's getting cut out. That's getting cut. Fine, I'll cut it.
There's just so much in this area to cut.
Liam.
Just making sure that this isn't...
Stop.
What were we talking about? Banks.
The end.
The end. Nothing discriminating was ever said.
We were going to talk about our opposite universe.
Opposite universe.
Oh, are we going? Okay.
Hundo years, boys.
How about this? Myself and Brooks will critique you, and then you and me will critique Brooks, and then you guys...
So are we doing it for each other, or are we doing it for ourselves?
I think we should do it for each other first.
Yes.
Or we should do it for ourselves first, and then each other would go, no, this is how it would go. Which one do you think would be funny?
I think we just don't do it for ourselves. Cause
don't do it for
ourselves. Our views on ourselves are very different from what our friends
Yeah.
Alright, so first off, Liam, skinny.
I was about to say thin. Oh.
I mean, you're a bear right now.
Wait a minute. Okay, are we... What laws of flipped universes are we doing? Are we doing, like, Star Trek Mirror Universe? Because in that case, he'd be a fat guy with a goatee.
No, we're not
I love you, Liam. I love you very much.
Or a goatee with a fat guy.
A goatee with a fat guy attached to it.
No, I think we'll just try to figure out as many opposites
as
we
many
can,
opposites?
and try to create a being that is opposite Liam.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Very suave.
Very
Okay, so first off, in our opposite universe, all of us are very social individuals.
very, very socially competent is the correct term. Okay, so Liam...
Not autistic.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. We're not even on that spectrum at all. I would wish that.
That'd be nice.
Alright. So, this opposite Liam, he loves life.
He loves country music.
He values his own life and his bodily safety very highly.
Okay, hold on. What about, he is a strong advocate for prohibition. Modern day prohibition.
Just in all senses of it. Every vice ever is just cut.
That is... You are a strong, firm believer of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
You're a Mormon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like one of the crazier
good
ones.
Mormons, like the crazy good Mormons. Like
this plays it even further. He's a Mormon and he's super nice.
Just not even ironically nice?
Not ironically nice, like just a nice person to like everybody. Not just your friends. You're nice to everybody.
Let your hair grow out a lot. You like prefer to have your hair longer.
Yeah,
like
you're long-haired boy. You're just a soft boy. You're a soft, nice boy with long, luscious locks.
I think that so we got.
You're also a terrible actor. Like you tried theater once or twice, but you were really bad at it.
He's fucking great with numbers.
You're fantastic at math, though.
Like he doesn't even need his fingers to count.
Yeah.
You always have to call somebody to help you like build a chair or something like that.
Yeah, you're just
like, the worst.
You don't like working with your hands.
I feel like I'm a neutral enough handyman at this point in my life where like opposite me is just as good as the handyman.
Yeah, you think?
But the fact that you
it's just like an even trade back and forth.
No, because if you'd see me with tools, you would go, I could be a lot worse.
Okay.
Have you seen me use tools before, Liam?
Have you seen me even like try to hold a tool?
No.
Like hold a tool
okay,
like in
now I
my
can
I'll hold a tool right now.
in my real human hands. Zach,
I grabbed Brooks. That was the joke.
you grabbed my arm. Why have you betrayed
Grabbed
me?
his heart.
I started
So,
talking
all
like
right,
the alien from
quick
Galaxy
wrap
Quest.
up. Quick wrap up of alternate version of Lamb. Blonde, country-loving Mormon. who is
Nice to
skinny.
everybody. Bad actor. Good with math.
Hates tuna.
Hates tuna. Just he just can't stand tuna. He can't stand tuna.
Loves pork.
And what?
I hate pork.
Hey, pork.
I hate pork.
What about beef?
beef.
I'm sorry. It's a complete side tangent. You know that place in the mall that's like Bliss Barbecue or whatever?
No.
Okay, don't go there.
Okay.
Is it
Ever.
bad?
Oh God! Like
The place that came up where Flamers was?
yeah, like
I miss one.
because it's like a place that all these Asian people tried to like do a American barbecue style thing with. It didn't work. It didn't.
Boy.
No, because like there was a thing on the menu.
That's
Look,
the equivalent of like McDonald's trying to do Chinese food
I think they did the Szechuan
with the
sauce.
Szechuan sauce.
No.
I hope that the Venn
Everybody.
diagram of fans of this show and fans of Rick and Morty is just a circle.
I'm just hoping the Earth and Rick and Morty fans are a circle.
Yeah.
As Venn
I mean, the
diagrams.
Earth is a circle, unless you're a flat earther.
I want to be. I want to learn.
No.
I want to learn enough about it just to make people upset.
Yeah, I try to look into it to find some kind of reason.
Zach, the thing is, like, if you start doing it ironically, you're inevitably going to run into people who are not doing it ironically, who are very...
Because I've tried to learn about it to get, like, the ironic spin on it, but it's basically... Everything you've heard is a lie. Like, that's the basic argument.
It'll just
That's
make
lame.
you sad.
That's
It'll just
lame.
make you sad. You'll try it for a goof, but it'll just make you sad.
Can you say that last thing again?
You'll try it for a goof, but it'll just make you sad.
That's my secret, Brooks. I'm always sad. Anyway.
Brooks
All
and
right,
Zach
so-
100 years.
So opposite Zach is always happy.
Okay.
Opposite Zach, funny enough, just like opposite Liam, also values his life very highly, and his self-preservation is through the roof.
He has curly pubes.
That's the one
we're
trait of mine.
That's the first thing
We're
that
just
came to
going
mind.
through like the traits we know of each other and flipping them.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm
Why
gonna
is
have
that
it.
the first trait, though, William? Why is that the first trait?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, dude. You can't stand anime. You
Fuck,
find
I don't
it
wanna live in
very.
that I gotta kill universe, man. Other universe.
You gotta
That's
kill
exactly
your
what I
double.
was thinking about the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
You have to murder your double.
No. Oh, but he's like ripped.
Do you?
He's probably ribbed.
Okay. Do you think it'd be possible that if you met an alternate universe, like flipped version of you, that you could be friends with it, like Nega Scott from Scott Pilgrim, like if he's just like a chill dude?
Let's put it this way: if our opposite versions were physically the same, just opposite personalities, I might kill him.
you would murder him and eat his
He would
heart.
want to befriend you, though.
He would be like, I can fix this person to make him happy, and I'd be like, you belong in the ground.
Oh, he would be the kind of person that would look at someone and be like, I can fix you.
No, I look at people and like, well, you're broken, and
You're broken and I hate
my
you.
time.
welcome to the world.
I've got a hammer and some wood. I can make your coffin. That's all I can do for you.
And that's why he doesn't want
Okay.
to kill people, because he can't make coffins.
Okay, I'll cut this. In my head, I just imagined our opposite versions being transported to this universe, and your opposite version became like best friends with.
It's like, I understand you, and I understand the world you're coming from, and you just really want attention, and I can give you that attention.
Yeah, I'll cut that out.
That
But, like,
all that.
but when you were saying like if like physically the same, just opposite personality and having to kill him, I imagined him here in our world,
It
like
would-
interacting with people.
It'd be fun because it'd be a nice, fair fight. Like, I'm a pretty strong dude. I'm not trying to be up my own ass or anything.
A little bit.
But I'm not sure if physical opposite with me would be stronger or just super scrawny. You know what I mean?
Super strong because you're like in
He'd
bear
be
mode.
scrappy. He'd be scrappy.
Okay.
Small and scrappy.
Well, yeah, because I think you got like meat under them. Yeah.
I got a six
I like
pack
how
under
we-
my keg.
I like how we both went for that. So anyway, Stallone opposite Zach hates anime, curly pubes.
Why is that? Are those my only characteristics?
Curly pubes.
We're
hates
trying to
anime.
think of other things.
Pretty much. There's a lot of graphic tees.
Yeah. Where's long pants?
All right.
Regularly.
I'm glad I'm just a two-dimensional character.
First and foremost,
very not funny. Like he's just like kills the mood in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of our opposite selves really fucking care about their appearances.
Oh, okay.
Especially when hanging out with their friends.
Yes.
Well, I care about Brooks's hair.
He does.
Like,
he does.
When I see Brooks without his hair up like it always is, I'm just worried for him. I'm like, something's wrong with baby boy.
He's not having a good day. He's not having a good day.
Like, Brooks, if you ever want to make like a statement and go, I want everybody to know I'm not having a good day, just don't gel it up and I'll immediately go, I can't fuck with Brooks today. He's already had it too bad.
The world's fucked with him. Hang on. I want to make some deep cuts with Zach.
Let's get them deep cuts.
Yeah, let's
Go
get.
ahead. Fucking do it! I'm not gonna lift my shirt up. You'll find things.
He never lifts up his shirt.
Oh, dang. You got me. You got me.
He really hates video games. Just
Hates
fucking
video games,
them.
hates anime, likes artsy movies.
My bank account is the same as Liam's.
His bank account is very
Broke
small.
as all fuck.
Broke as all hell.
I spend money the second I get it.
It's like you have a hole in your pocket. It's just, just goes right
But
out.
this universe, Zach, is very Jewy.
I think frugal's a more appropriate word, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
frugal
Jewy.
would be the better word.
Like, every room I walk into, I'm like, oh, it's not a gas.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking shit, Zach.
No, I don't believe in him. Right? Is that...
You're very
Very political correct.
very politically correct, very worried about offending everybody with what he says, so he chooses his words very carefully.
Okay.
Very religious. There may or may not be a theme emerging among these opposite versions of ourselves.
Oh, no.
Just fucking very socially competent.
Really hairy. Just really
Hairy.
hairy all over.
Fuck.
Very bushy beard. You got a big old bushy beard.
Big old bush beard.
Yeah, you are capable of growing facial hair.
Just within a day, it would be like a big old
Like, I
beard.
got that 5 o'clock shadow in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You just constantly have to like laser your face.
Yeah.
I lit it on fire twice just to make sure I could stop it for maybe a day. But then it just became all ingrown hairs that had to...
Ew!
Oh, gross.
I don't like how any of that went.
No,
No, all of that
Let's
went
just,
bad.
let's just move to Brooks.
That was all bad.
Yeah, like Zach, we realized you got it pretty together right now. You're doing all right.
Huh.
Imagine all of your personality traits flipped and how awful that made us all feel.
Huh.
Tastes bad.
It tastes like a Switch cartridge.
So before anyone else says it, I guess I'll put it out there. I have like a Michael Jackson nose, apparently.
All right.
It just would
Like
not
it's just
exist.
inverted,
I think you'd be fat as shit.
fat as shit.
You would eat extremely healthy, though. But you would
Yeah,
be
it'd
so
be really
fat.
weird.
I would feel good all the time, like physically. I would just feel like good because I eat really well.
But you'd be super large, and everyone you would be a medical phenomenon.
There would be several times where we would do the podcast, but you go, not feeling it this time. See you guys next week. And we're like, what? We're not doing the podcast this week? Like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, but we're all fine. We can be there in like 2 minutes. No, I just...
I had another good one, and then I forgot what it was. You're super quiet. Just super quiet and soft-spoken.
Yeah.
You can easily tell his sarcasm from his...
That's a good one. Let's
see. What else we got? Doesn't know the difference between...
Fucking loves dumb movies. Like, his alternate Brooks' favorite movie is like Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler.
Same with alternate universe Liam. Oh no. I think
They just hang out. His fat ass and his Mormon ass just watching Jack and Jill and high fiving every time they talk
Flop
to
Brooks
each other.
thinks a AV cord and an HDMI cable are maybe the same.
Probably the same.
Is that the same? Yeah, it's probably the same. This one says audio, but I think it's just an option.
When plugging his computer, he just shoves it in whatever fits. No, it's the aux cord, not the
He
USB.
hates his dogs. He he hates them, and they're not here. And I love that universe. Can we go there for maybe like a day?
Let's go there. Kill our alternate selves.
About the
take
chord
over.
things, like he looks at the shapes and looks that it's clearly the wrong shape, and he's like, "But it's like 2017. Like we got this. They make it so that it's flexible. If I just bend this metal a bit, then it can
Hates
fit."
video games.
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic. Hardcore
Alcoholic,
alcoholic.
very very alcoholic. Drinks all the time.
Hates the video games.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper, not a fan.
No, not a
I
fan.
think Sly Cooper's stupid.
He thinks wrestling is fake.
No, he thinks wrestling is real and hates it because of that.
Oh yeah, it's like a triple flip.
Yeah, it's like a
Helix.
double thing.
It's like, why are these people so violent towards each other? It's unacceptable.
This is
He would have voted for Trump for a third year if he could.
yeah.
Not a term, a year.
It's super racist.
That's how he believes.
Super racist.
Incredibly racist.
Incredibly
He went
racist.
blackface last Halloween.
Dressed up as a Nazi the year before.
In blackface.
In blackface.
And it wasn't Halloween, he just did it.
As a publicity.
Also,
What you ended up saying.
good with women. Very good with
Very
women.
good with women.
Very good with women.
Like when it comes to the amount of girlfriends Flop Brooks has had.
Flop, bro.
Yeah.
Flop. Are we calling this the flop universe?
Yeah, the
Flop universe.
Flopverse.
The
I think we're gonna
flopverse.
have a show with the flop universe.
Oh, that'd be great.
We'll have to
I
have, like,
just,
no comment.
I just imagine, like, I always
I
just
feel
think
like
it's
about
funny.
30 seconds in, all four of us would just get furious and like not be able to keep the characters. Anymore.
Yeah,
That might just be. I think we could have a game of it. See who breaks first.
That would be me.
yeah.
Well, after you.
I just the scenario in my head.
Opposite Yaskovich.
He just wouldn't talk.
Wouldn't talk.
He's very clean.
He's not a trash boy.
Josh, I love you, but we call you Trashkovich for a reason.
Oh no!
Oh
But
no!
no, I think he oh no, he would be Rick.
He would be Rick. Rick is the exact inverse. Oh, but Rick isn't a clean boy.
No,
Rick is a very dirty
Rick
boy.
is everything except clean.
Imagine Rick,
But he seems clean.
Nerd.
Memes.
learn
Oh,
some
we all
self-respect.
We all
nerd.
hate
We would
memes.
all hate
We would all
especially
despise me. No, we wouldn't understand memes. We wouldn't get it. Like, we would try to get it, but we just wouldn't
We would
get
think
it.
all dank memes aren't ironic and they're very serious and
We
super
would love
racist.
normie memes.
I would just sit on BuzzFeed all day.
You would go to 9gag.
We would
No,
be...
I'd go to BuzzFeed. Like,
we would
complete opposite.
we would be deep in the Facebook memes.
Oh no!
Oh, that'd be weird.
Well, on this somber note, let's.
Yeah, I don't like this flop universe. I like the idea of our flop versions coming to this universe, and we'd have to like try to wrangle
Murder?
them. Like we
said
try to hunt
murder.
them
You
down.
said murder.
We try to hunt them down and murder
I meant
them,
Murder.
but we see them interact with all the people we know, and it just confuses the shit out of them.
That'd be fun.
What them?
Just put them in our clothes.
Oh yeah, they would dress much nicer. They would be very
dress
well
very
dressed.
differently. Mine would never wear a hat. He'd always wear long pants and a nice button-up shirt.
Mine would wear something other than jeans and a
Probably just-
t-shirt.
I would probably just wear my work clothes, but
He'd
not
be
at
a
work.
big fat guy that wore athletic clothes all the time.
Yeah,
Like me.
because he's very into exercising.
Flop Zach probably works at a gym and volunteers.
Flop Brooks would be going to that gym, and that's probably where he'd meet you.
I feel like Flop Zach works at a bank but enjoys it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think real Zach just fucked up in that respect.
Probably.
Yeah.
I need to get out. I can't get out. They pay me pretty well.
Get out!
Just
Get
do it-
out!
Just do it before the VAC.
Vacuum?
Yeah.
Just do it before the vacuum. Before the power vacuum arises in the bank when one of the head tellers dies and everyone's trying to fill it.
And takes all that money.
Yeah.
Takes
There's no money to take.
Like, what if
all them ones and tens.
what if the bank
are you working at a
manager-
strip club? Like it's
what
Oh
if the
my
bank
God.
manager like
That's why I haven't been having fun. I've been treating it like it's a bank. Could you imagine a guy?
they thought my dancing was terrible.
Just imagine like a typical.
They
banker
did not-
going, nope, sir. I would appreciate it if you gave me proper change before.
he's like, yeah, I'm giving you change. I'm giving you the change right now.
Like they throw him a 10. He's like, thanks. It like clicks out the quarters and throws them
They're
back.
just like really confused. Ah!
But what I was saying, imagine a bank manager like killing himself by like setting all the money on fire in the vault and locking himself in.
That'd be hilarious.
And then
No!
then everyone else gets there and they're just like, what do we do? All the money is gone.
They'd probably just close for the day. I mean, realistically.
They'd print more.
Zach, why do you hurt me so?
Because I thought about it.
All right, yeah, we're at the time.
Anyway,
We're at
let's
the time.
wrap it up with them sign-offs.
All right, so plugs. And Liam, please. Knocking over our equipment. So if you want to listen to the show, we upload it every Sunday night on SoundCloud, and it automatically goes to iTunes as well. So if you don't ever want to miss a single episode, just, subscribe on there, and you'll just automatically download. Convenient, easy, super smooth, clean, powerful. And if you want to go on iTunes, give us a rating and a review. That really helps promote the show a lot and helps get us on those iTunes charts. And that would just really help us out, and we'd be super appreciative. If you don't want to do that, then you can at least consider going to our YouTube channel, 100 Years Productions. We upload episodes, we try at least to upload them every Monday night after they were uploaded on Sunday. In video format, you can subscribe to us there, you can give us a like, leave a comment, share it around. All of that really helps the show out, helps it grow, helps it get to the ears of potential fans. Maybe. We don't know. If you want to follow us on Facebook, 100 Years Productions, on there, we usually upload the stuff there, and,
Oh, shit, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, if you want...
Facebook?
Yeah.
Sometimes I fall off the Twitter as well, and it's whatever. Speaking of which, you can follow us at 100 Years Pod, where it automatically tweets out when we upload anything on it, anywhere.
Which you haven't been doing, apparently. I know, because I've been following it. I've been watching every 100 years.
No, you haven't.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that. You don't like podcasts.
Quiz me.
All right. Give me the title of any of the episodes.
Agent Smith is not a demon.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, fuck, man. Okay. What happened 5 episodes ago?
Yeah, Liam can't even answer that one.
Do that.
Okay.
You
In all
listen
honesty,
back,
I edited it. I can't say that.
What was the cover of the episode entitled "Liam Does Anime"?
It was the Eric Andre face. Not his.
Nope.
Not Eric
Nope.
Andre.
Nope.
Wasn't it the other one? That was a different one. That was a different thumbnail.
It was, what was it? Was it our two faces?
No, it was Baby Godzilla.
Baby Minya. Yeah, it was Minya.
Oh, that one.
That
Anyway,
was Liam
It
Does
looked like the
Anime.
butt face.
We just sort of stopped with the plugs in the middle of them. So anyway, at 100 Years Pod, the individual Twitters, I am at Squeezy McCheesy, Zach is at Brave Snuggles, Liam is at Lambwall, and Josh will be back next week, hopefully, unless we do a mini-sode, which is a very real possibility, so be aware of that.
Oh, yeah, it's Easter.
Yeah, well, not only that, but I'm gonna just have a lot of fucking stuff going on.
I'm gonna eat a lot of peeps.
Yeah. So...
Peepsters, what they call it.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Lost my train of thought. At Barrett Films is his Twitter. So Josh isn't here to promote his other stuff. So
Good.
We'll just... Oh, that was very pointed.
Very accurate.
100 years comes first. 100 years always.
100
years
now. 100 years. Shut up.
So I think that's
What?
pretty much. If you want to give us a shout out, ask us a question, or just tell us how we can improve the show, you can do all of that by contacting us. Brooks and Zach 100 years at gmail.com. That's the direct place to send a message to us, and we'll probably read it out on the show.
I just imagine we get one email that says, "Get rid of Brooks."
And,
From Zach.
and I'll reply in the email is like, Zach, again, go fuck yourself.
This is the third email you've responded to. Brooks.
I let the first 10 emails slide, but at this point it's getting a little ridiculous.
Imagine if it was just Zach 100 years. It'd be 30 minutes of you just saying the word yes, just really, really held out.
What?
what I said.
On that note,
Why the yes?
we can have the sign off. The same sign off we always do.
Alright, the same sign off that happens every time.
Yep, same sign off. Same sign off.
You open your eyes and you see everyone, but from a different perspective. Not that they're different colors or that they're different heights, but you yourself are shorter. About knee level to all of them. You're looking up to everyone, and they can't see you. They continue on with their day. They walk past you in frequent patterns. You try to decipher it. You try to find a certain way to hack them. You want to hack into them. You want to climb into their body. You want to burst out of their chest like you are them. And as you do so, you say, Rooks and Zach, 100 years.
I was gonna fart, but then a little poop came out, so I didn't.
Parallel universe Liam wouldn't let that happen.
See ya.
He would have shit himself.